Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. Today I am doing my update for Read Your E-Reader for last week. So, I don't know if last week or the week before I had mentioned finishing Family Across the Street, but I did finish that one. This book had nothing to do with any of the prompts, but it was on my Kindle, so I'm just throwing it in here for Read Your E-Reader this month, and that was very good. I went into that book just knowing the title. I didn't know anything else about the book. You hear the title, The Family Across the Street, you think something's going on with the family across the street. There was two pretty valuable people or characters in this outside of the family across the street, and that is one, a delivery driver who delivers packages, and then you've got the other lady that lived on the other side of the street. Those two are pretty valuable, but that's pretty much all I knew when I was reading it. The beginning of it was a little confusing because they started it in a place I didn't think they would start it. So yeah, I finished that one. It was a good book. I think I rated that one 4 stars. And then the last prompt I had to do was something I would not normally read, and I chose Riot House for that. I got this, actually not really a recommendation from Michaela Eve, but she had mentioned this series on her channel. It intrigued me, so I got it on my Kindle, and it really isn't something that I would normally read. It's a very dark story. There could be triggers in this story. There is some pretty explicit sex scenes in this book, but it's not even about that. It's not even really about all the violence. It's more about the lives of two young people who had very less than happy lives growing up. You got Elodie, who comes from a military background. She lost her mother. Her father was abusive, but he had trained her during her life, and she was far from being weak. She was a very strong female character. She got sent off to this private school in New Hampshire, along with Ren, who is the other character in the story who it follows these two mostly. Ren is known as one of the Riot Boys. He is very abrasive, dark, leering, and he or his two friends that live in this house, they live off campus because they've got money in their family, so they have their own house. They don't have to live on campus, and it's called the Riot House, hence the title. And he also had a none too pleasing of an upbringing, and they both deal with it in different ways. They come together, of course, and that's pretty much the story. It unfolds, and things get darker as you go. And it just was genuinely a very good read. I was really surprised that I liked it as much as I did, but it was pretty fabulous. So there are more books in this series that I will read, and I am currently reading another one, so we'll get to that later. But yeah, that pretty much wrapped up my prompts for Read Your E-Reader, but I'm going to continue to read on my Kindle throughout the duration of this month because the Read Your E-Reader for June, and I've really been enjoying some of the books that I've been finding on there that I've downloaded and forgot about, or just books that I just recently got and stuff like that. So hopefully y'all that are doing Read Your E-Reader are doing just as well with the prompts. If you chose to do prompts, if you don't want to do prompts, that's fine too. If you want to jump in now for Read Your E-Reader, I can link below the prompts, and you've got a couple weeks left, I guess, to get some of your e-reader read. So that is my wrap up, or my update for this week. Next week I'll have another update for more ebooks that are read on my Kindle. If you read any of these books that I have suggested so far, then let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Thanks guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.